Greetings, gamers! I've been working on a new game called Incoming. Incoming is a 3D VR missile defense game. Protect your cities with a wide assortment of defenses against waves of warheads, bombers, zeppelins, and epic bosses. Wishlist today on Steam. Link is in the description. Greetings, spacefarers. Welcome to another episode of Starfield. I'm Cobalt Thorium. Oh, let me just check this once more. Okay, it is recording indeed. It does appear to be working. So yeah, I just finished surveying Altair 3, and when I went into orbit, I found a scanner anomaly. Let's go check it out. So hopefully this will go pretty quick, and move straight on to exploring the planet, or the moons of Altair. Just kind of curious. Unexpected. Exit ship.
Exploration requires courage, and in this case, a functional suit.
I did kind of wonder if there would be some kind of anomaly here, because when I looked around for surface features, one of the things were these gravitational broken places. That's it over there. We'll grab this guy up and get a little bit of XP for finding a location. So I suppose that this implies that wherever we find these gravitational anomalies, there's going to be a temple. But yeah, I kind of thought that maybe the fact that there's an artifact would be sufficient to generate these gravitational anomalies. Or that there's no discontinuity there. That, like, maybe places with these gravitational anomalies could have artifacts or temples. It's starting to look more like these are temple sites. So we haven't found those gravitational anomalies on all of the places where we found artifacts. And we have found them on places where there weren't artifacts. So I suspect that if we go back to those places, we will end up finding temples there. Alright, what kind of powers can we get? Cooler if we selected our powers. We should let Andrea go into the next thing and get powers. Why does it always have to be me? Appreciate being superpowered, but, you know, I don't need to be greedy about it. What the hell? How'd that work?
highlights how little we still know about the Starborn, the artifacts.
Quantum essence. Alright. Well, we got a quantum essence, whatever the hell that means. Let's take a look at our powers. Sense star stuff. Bind yourself to the particles of creation, sensing the life force of any human, alien, or starborn. Alright, well, let's favorite that, I suppose. Put that in heat. I'm not really using the other one, the anti-gravity field. I feel like that we probably should, but... Did that not work? See anything happening. Alright, let's head back to the star map. We have explored Temple Chi, as well as the forbidden mech graveyard. Let's check out one of these planets here. Yeah, we'll go there. This one, I believe we just have to scan it. It does not look like it has a solid surface.
Seems to be where we left it.
This is gonna be fun!
Oh, what is this?
Grab drive down! We can't jump! Grab drive out!
United Colonies vessel to unknown contact. Please acknowledge. You don't usually see Crimson Fleet this far out. I have a lot of my crew over here that want to send a heartfelt thanks. Any way we can repay you.
No need.
Very noble of you. You take care out there.
Although I will race you to getting the salvage. But if you get there first, I won't mind too much. And, we do have to pick up some titanium. Next opportunity we get. Frame rate is not great. UC actually lost a Gladius here. Bad boy, and it is surveyed. Very, very easy. Let's grab one of these other moons and set a course.
Go, go, go!
Wow, even more.
Unidentified vessel. Oh, spacers are crazy, but at least they go down easy. Not everyone would have stuck their necks out for a patrol. Thanks.
Looks like this guy's
Anywhere
actually
we
got
can
some
repair you?
turrets. Want turrets. Salvage rights are enough for me.
Done. You deserve it. You
Thanks.
take care out there.
You too. Where's this moon? Scan this bad boy. Looks like we do have to land on it. So let's go. Put it down. Big flat ship.
Another planet without native life. All we need to concern ourselves with then is other visitors.
Alright, just resources here. So we got helium-3, neodymium, beryllium. Good to go. Let's just get out of here. Not spend any more time than we have to. Make sure there's nothing else that has appeared, which there's not. Take off. Use the same patrols as before. Yep. Alright, off to wherever our next moon is. Altair 3C. Set course. Travel, travel, travel. Go ahead. No bad guys this time. Let's do a quick scan. Pretty much the same resources as before. Actually, slightly fewer. So it should be pretty easy. I don't think they surface images. Exit ship. What do we have here? Okay, we don't need to find any surface features. That's nice. Come on. Minerals are a little bit more scarce.
And your scan shows...
Beryllium. There's our helium-3. Alright, time to get out of here. Another moon surveyed. So this whole planetary system here is now surveyed. And actually, it looks like we have this area surveyed too. Oh, right. Wait, what? Wait a second. There's another is going on here? Wait, what was that? Science outpost. Okay, I mean, it looks like there's another temple here. And apparently there's a science outpost that we never explored the last time we were here. Apparently we were here at some point. Do we want to go? Let's go. That looks like a temple, right? Let's go. Picking up powers here like we're picking up groceries or something. Burns. Well, that's no good. Like some superheated rain or something. Certainly looks like a temple. Temple Beta.
This is what Constellation has been for. This place, the Starborn. All of it.
Ouch. We gotta find our way in, though. Jeez, we're like falling apart here.
I hate sweating in my suit. Can we go someplace with a more suitable temperature?
You complain too much. All the companions complain too much, actually. Alright. Let's head back to the ship. We defeated a defender. Let's get up. Take a nap. So we got damage. Got lots of damage. We can check out our new superpower.
About time you woke. We have things to do.
Yeah, well, I need to be healed, so. Gravity wave. Emit a gravitational force strong enough to propel almost anything or anyone. Where's this quantum business? Use quantum essence. Increases starborn power regeneration speed for 60 seconds. Okay, well, I don't really want to do that. That seems like it could be useful, and I don't want to waste it. Alright. Let's head back to the star map. There's a new location here, the Science Outpost. Kind of want to knock that out while we're here. Try to make it quick. There it is. Those things. Not abandoned. So I assume that they'll have a quest for us. One way to be sure would be to see if there's any artifacts around here. And if they count as stealing, which they do. So this is going to be a friendly outpost, I think. Probably either ask us to put down. I think that they'll probably ask us to put down gas probes or whatever for all these gas vents here. Heck, I think I actually remember this place. I'm pretty sure we've done this before. Oh, hold on. Please, talk to me.
I'm glad someone came along.
Yep.
A band of spacers won't leave us alone.
Oh, jeez.
They'll take anything they can get their hands on. After they do their bit, we feel hopeless. We need someone with a ship to deal with it. Can you help?
Someone with a ship. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, that's great. Thank you.
So does this mean that we're going to have to get in the ship and attack them? Destroy hostile ships in orbit. Okay. It's a little bit annoying because that means we have to go back to the ship, fight these guys, and then come back. I suppose it's not the worst. We should probably get inside and see if there's a magazine.
You wouldn't believe how much tranquility these scientists go through. All right, here's what I've got.
All right, we're going to sell to you. We should have a bunch of weapons. Bridger. Yup. I probably could have done that a lot better. 77. $57. All right.
Take care out there.
Once again, going inside to see if there's magazines. It's an interesting airlock. I don't think we've ever seen one like this before. So much stuff in between. Wow, biomine. Seems a little bit unnecessary for a science station.
Let us hope whatever experiments were going on here are not running loose.
One toilet. What happens if it breaks down?
Fieldwork's always been my passion. I can't. Sorry to put all this on your shoulders.
Reliant Medical, huh? I don't think we've ever seen them out. Come on, get out of my way. I don't think we've ever seen them out, like, doing experiments and stuff like that. I've never seen a Reliant Medical Science Station before. Magazines.
I can't believe you'd risk your life for us. Thank you. Watch what you harvest. Some of these plants are toxic.
Let's see if they have any contraband in there, but I can't see it.
Sorry, I'm so glad you're taking care of this.
So the last time that I found a magazine in one of these places, it was here. This tape. Looks like there are no magazines this time around. It's a bummer. Alright, you know what? We'll just head on back to the ship. Quickly deal with their problem. New data? Really? What's the new data? Explore, explore, explore. I don't see any new data. Alright, whatever. Maybe it's here? How do I get back to the ship? Come on, dude. Surface map. Fine, fast travel ship this way. Let's go. I don't care how you fast travel back to the ship, just fast travel back to the ship. Take care of some spacers. Should be pretty easy, straightforward. Get a little bit of XP.
Oh, what have we here?
Backs and Science Outpost. It's all becoming so routine.
Welcome back. So, are they taken care of?
Spacers have been dealt
Thanks
with.
for coming through for us.
You're welcome.
Here, take this. for your trouble. It's the best I can do. Stay safe out there.
Pretty easy. Now, what do we want to do? We have two. Wait, what is this? Okay, I guess that was just for the mission then. That's fine. Alright, so we have two planetary systems here that have been fully explored. We do have a couple more here. Like Altair 2 here. I don't like how we're only missing one surface feature, and the storage yard has not been explored. But I feel like that's something that we should probably do offline. This guy's got an abandoned robotics facility. Spaceship debris outpost. You know, it's way too much to do in what remains of this episode. So we should probably just head on back. I don't know, I feel like this is so close. Oh, there's still some fauna to find here. That's probably why I gave up on it. So is this ocean? Okay, rocky desert. What biome is this rocky desert? Frozen hills. No, no. Must not be tempted. Let's get out of here. We're gonna head back to Jemison. We're gonna reassemble our weird artifact. Resist the temptation to explore every single planet in the galaxy.
I may not quite enjoy New Atlantis, but this is much better.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a quick nap. Regain that tiny little bit of strength that we're missing.
I hope you are sufficiently rested. Who knows what this day will bring.
So another thing I want to do is put back all this survey data. What was that catalog thing? I think we've read everything, all the new messages that we've gotten, so I'm not too worried about this. Yard more slate. Did we pick that up accidentally? Anyway. One more artifact going in.
Good luck out there on the fringe.
It's really coming together slowly. I feel like there's a lot missing here.
Keep both eyes on the back while you're out there. Make sure those Starborn don't creep up on you.
What's your take on the Starborn?
Find myself thinking of the fleet.
What fleet?
You know you can take a mark. You don't open comms. It's all storm and fire and sifting the wreckage after it's over. But if you're not so sure, you play the bully's gambit. Hope they don't challenge the threats you throw at them. Sound familiar?
Did that make sense? You didn't see their ship. We didn't stand a chance. You're saying it was just posturing? Or maybe they just wanted to avoid unnecessary violence.
Thoughts taking a stroll through my mind is all. A striker lurking in the shadows has good reason to hide. Won't be easy to drag them into the light.
Well, that's a different take on it for sure.
Raise the thoughts with you later.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right. Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this.
You really think that the Starborn could be something like Avenging Angels?
There's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded. Keep everything on the table.
Angels probably wouldn't need starships. Or, you're right, we shouldn't make any assumptions. That's a good answer. Actually, both these are pretty good answers. Or I'm not sure I'm ready for supernatural adversaries. Let's go with the spaceship one. I'm pretty sure I know how he's going to answer, so it's a little bit moot, but I'm still kind of curious. Let's go.
I did say it was a metaphor, didn't I? Never meant it to be taken completely literally, but you never know. Maybe they appeared in a form we're familiar with. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive.
All right.
Take care of yourself.
You too. Who haven't we talked to here?
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you. We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
What are your thoughts on the Starborn?
You mean what could be the biggest discovery in the history of humanity? Yeah, I've got some thoughts. Scans are still inconclusive, but I think we've seen enough to know that we're dealing with something potentially even more unusual than the artifacts. There are so many questions beyond just who are they? How did they find you? How do they know about the artifacts? Why has no one ever seen them before?
Well, because they're invisible. Don't worry, we'll get answers. Or never a dull moment, or it's okay to be worried. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, well, I'm worried whether or not it's okay. It was one thing when this was just about us investigating the artifacts. A weird phenomenon that didn't come with creepy threats or questions about aliens or whatever it is that's going on now. I know we'll figure it all out in the end. It's just kind of a lot right now. See you later.
I'd like to...
Oops.
Well, I suppose that station in orbit has more than paid for itself at this point.
So, about that Sebastian Banks speech. Yeah, we'll ask that.
Oh, right. I was afraid you were going to bring that up again. Very well. Let's see if I embarrass myself or not. My colleagues, I venture out into the darkness of space once again. Many of you have expressed concern. At my age, you say, surely the risks are too great. Surely Sebastian Banks has earned a rest. Nonsense, I say. To go out into the unknown, to brave the possibility of never coming back, to ignite the spark of hope that humanity will find answers out there in the stars, that is all I have ever wanted. If this last expedition is my time, then I say, I have been fortunate. I have been fortunate to leave, surrounded by people who could not be more different from one another, but who share a common purpose. That, dare I say, I am fortunate my soul has a home it can always come back to. And that was the last thing Sebastian Banks ever said in the lodge before he disappeared. And Constellation has been waiting for him to come home ever since.
Well, maybe he is the... whatever the aliens are. Maybe he, like... if they're, like, robots that he made or something. I don't know. I was wondering if you had any more work for me. Or... you okay after that ambush by the Starborn? We'll go with that.
Not my first time in a hostile negotiation, as you well know. Admittedly, I usually know more about who I'm facing off against. I'm very interested in what Noel can learn from the scans. The technology on that ship was impressive, to say the least. If there's a chance, we could learn enough to duplicate some of it.
There's the entrepreneur I know. Or, I think we have bigger things to worry about right now. Or, wouldn't hurt to level the playing field. Let's go with the first one.
I got to where I am by taking advantage of opportunities, no matter where I find them. Might as well make the most of this crazy situation.
Alright. I was wondering if you have any more work for me.
I want you to know I was very impressed with your work back on Neon.
Yeah, well, I was doing alright with it. It was nothing I couldn't handle, or I know you well enough now to feel like this is leading somewhere. Yeah, that's cute.
There's no fooling you. Don't worry, this is a much lower stake opportunity. My Star Yard's been having a little trouble getting our next project off the ground. I need someone capable and decisive to step in and steer it in the right direction. Interested?
Sure, why not? Whatever it is, I'm in. Or you're going to need to tell me more than that. Or not right now, Walter. I have a lot on my plate. Or aren't you usually more involved in major company decisions like this? We'll go for the question first.
As you know, I'm a busy man, running a company, helping to manage Constellation's financial needs. It doesn't leave me with much time to get into the weeds with every little business venture that comes my way. Besides, think of this as a rare opportunity to help shape the future of a major consumer brand.
I wouldn't really consider starships a consumer product, but still. We're going to need to tell, or you're going to need to tell me more than that. We'll go with that.
Of course, now that I know you're interested. It's a new ship. We want to diversify our fleet. Now,
this is the luxury
I don't know
liner.
why the people I pay very handsomely to come up with new designs can't seem to get out of the R&D phase. And frankly, I don't care. I just want someone, you, to go there and show them how it's done.
So I have to go there and design a ship for them? It's kind of interesting. Why is the project stalling in research and development? We'll ask that first.
R&D needs to happen first whenever work starts on a new project. It's a natural stalling point since we need to make so many big decisions. In this case, we're talking about looking at our existing fleet of ships and using data we've gathered to see what consumers want. But of course, each member of the R&D team can interpret that data to suit their own confirmation bias. I'm guessing that's what we're seeing here.
All right, well, use Starship Design to help us in this one. You must have known I dabble in ship design, huh?
I did not. Part of the problem is that my designers seem to be having trouble agreeing on a plan. I should mention that you're not there to make design decisions. You're there to get the project back on track and help guide them. So, ideally, you're not adding to the problem.
All right, let's say yes. We always like having new quests. You can count on me.
Excellent. I'll send word ahead to the project lead, Jules Degante, that you're taking point. They'll all be instructed to listen to you and follow your direction. I expect big things from you, so I'm excited to see what you manage to deliver. I don't believe you'll let me down.
I certainly try not to.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
Alright, who haven't we talked to since the ship appeared? Just Sarah, probably? Sam isn't here. Sam is here.
Hey, if you go, I'll follow. In a romantic sort of way, not stalkery. Late at night in dive bars, sometimes the old-timers share stories about things they've seen that they just couldn't explain. Ghost stories, if you will. I've heard of things like the Starborn before. But they're real. Honest to God, real.
The universe is vast. It's arrogant to think that we've seen it all. Or I hardly believe it myself. I was there. Or no one's going to believe us. Let's go with the I hardly believe it myself.
I genuinely considered mass hysteria, but the sensor logs confirm it. It's real. So the obvious question is, what the hell are they? Everyone's gonna be thinking aliens, but maybe not. Their ships were incredible, but they still felt like ships. They had engines, weapons, I think I even made out a grav drive. If they were really alien, I would just expect it to be more alien, you know? I mean, it could be some secret Freestar Varun or UC tech, but I don't know.
There could also be only a certain number of ways to do things, so you'd end up with like parallel development. Do you really think that one of the factions could have technology like that? Or the Starborn scream alien to me, or I have no idea what the Starborn are. Or I agree, they didn't seem exceptionally alien. Well, let's ask questions first. Do you really think that one of the factions could have technology like that?
I mean, anything's possible. But if someone, anyone, had that much of an edge on the others, the whole balance of power would shift, right? It'd be one hell of a conspiracy to keep it quiet. An even greater amount of restraint to keep it in your back pocket.
Starborn scream alien to me. I have no idea what the Starborn are. I don't feel like that they're actually alien. I mean, they came in and they spoke English.
Exactly. I'm gonna throw out another wild stab in the dark theory. Maybe they're from outside our known systems. Here's the hypothetical. Centuries ago, some brainiac scientists decide to play settler. But they go way, way beyond any place we've ever been to set up stakes. Once they get there, they make a few lucky breakthroughs, and their science just snowballs from there. I could see them getting further, faster, and hence become the Starborn.
That's a wild guess, and I don't buy it, or that's definitely a theory, or that certainly sounds possible. That could be it, Sam. I mean, we have no indication either way, but it is definitely a theory, so we'll go with that.
How non-committal of you.
I'm
One
sorry.
way or the other, we are not alone. And that's... that's both exciting and terrifying.
All right. Now, does that count as the conversation that Sam wanted to have with us? Seemed like... that might count. Alright. Let's chat it with him once more just to make sure.
I just can't stop smiling around you. Yeah, I got a reputation to maintain, you know?
Let's trade gear. You ready to head back out? Can I tell you something? How are you feeling about our marriage? Okay, so the
Goodbye to you, love.
The flirt is annoying, so I'm gonna, like, all the options are just horribly campy.
Hey there. Glad to see you again. I wanted to talk to you, but honestly, I don't know where to begin. The Starborn's technology is simply astonishing. It's just almost too much to process.
You seem pretty shaken up by the whole thing. Or I wasn't really impressed, and that's a great answer. Get to the chase and tell me how to deal with them, or say you've never encountered anything like that before.
Of course not. No one has. If an encounter with this level of importance had occurred in the past, I assure you that Constellation would be well acquainted with it.
I like this answer. I wasn't really that impressed. I mean, they didn't destroy us. We were able to warp away.
Are you out of your mind? You do understand the significance of this encounter, don't you? This is humankind's first contact with what I believe is an alien race. A race with technology that could be far superior to our own. Oh, we could learn so much from them.
You sound afraid, or I don't think they'd be willing to teach us anything, or you sound like you admire them, or do you think they'd be willing to teach us? Question mark. We'll go with questions.
The way they behaved, I'd say that's not very likely. If we are to learn anything from the Starborn, we're going to have to take the initiative ourselves.
Well, maybe we can learn their technology from the destroyed remnants of their ships. I don't think it'd be willing to teach us anything, so I'm gonna go with that.
That's what disturbs me. Can't be a coincidence that these Starborn suddenly appeared after your experience at that temple. We know they're here to lay claim to the artifacts, but what's their true motivation? What aren't they telling us?
I worry that they're here to destroy us. The possibility that they have a hidden agenda is disturbing. Clearly they have a hidden agenda. It's not a possibility. I'm hoping we can come to some sort of understanding with them. So the possibility of a hidden agenda, it's like, well, we don't know why they're defending the artifacts, do we? So it's obviously a hidden agenda in that we do not know what it is. I worry that they're here to destroy us. These are all pretty bad answers.
Whatever it is, just tell me.
Yeah, we'll just go with the middle one.
It's very disturbing, especially with all of that cutting-edge technology at their disposal. Damn. Oh, if only we knew more about the Starborn. What their species is like, where they're from, how they're able to speak our language. I feel like a cadet on my very first day aboard a spaceship. My mind is absolutely swimming with questions.
They're clearly some type of alien life form, or I think they're angels, or I think they're time travelers. These are awful. I don't want to speculate. I think that they're actually just humans. I like Sam's breakaway civilization theory. We'll go with it. We'll go with angels. This will annoy her.
Mateo would definitely agree with you about that. Myself, I'm not so certain. Their name alone, Starborn. There's some type of hidden meaning there. Something that feels very old, perhaps even ancient. Whatever the case may be, I can assure you that Constellation intends to get to the bottom of this mystery.
You had to guess. Why do you think they call themselves Starborn? We'll go with that.
I'm not really sure. Scientifically speaking, we're all born from the stars. Most of the chemical components of our body, carbon, oxygen, sulfur, are exactly the same as those manufactured by internal stellar reactions.
Body.
Now, ask someone like Matteo the same question, and he'd probably give a more theological answer. But hey, it's all a guessing game anyway.
Whatever they are, we should stay out of their way. Or we should be cautious when dealing with things beyond our understanding. I agree with that. Or we should make every effort to learn about these beings. We'll go with the cautious route.
To a degree, yes. Every bit of exploration comes with inherent risk. If we continue to avoid life's mysteries, we'll barely make progress as a species.
Yeah, but we're not going to make progress as a species if we destroy ourselves either, so there's that. I just don't want you to get hurt, or I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of the mystery, or I'll be sure to help every step of the way. Yeah, let's go with that.
Thank you. I really appreciate your support right now. You know, it's funny. When I was a little girl, I'd lay on the ground and stare up at the stars. I was absolutely convinced they held a secret. I'd remain there for hours in silence, eyes closed, listening, waiting for the secret to be whispered in my ear. This encounter with the Starborn is that moment to me. The stars are finally whispering, and I need to hear what they have to say.
What are you expecting to learn?
Truthfully, I haven't the slightest idea. But just the thought that any of the secrets of the universe could be revealed from these Starborn is terribly exciting.
We'll get there, I promise, or just don't go risking your life to learn the secret. She's not going to like me saying that, but I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to say that.
I'll be careful. I promise. Well then, I've certainly wasted enough of your valuable time.
Yeah, we can get
Just
anywhere.
do be careful if you cross paths with these Starborn in the future. I wouldn't want to lose one of the most valuable members of Constellation.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects.
All right. Well, I think that's probably it.
Burning helium across the far reaches is dangerous work. Would have told you to gear up even before we knew we had competition.
I am at your service, Captain.
We actually haven't poked Vasco in a long time.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you.
There's actually a lot here. I kind of want to wrap up this episode, so maybe we won't chat with him in this one. Actually, this episode's getting pretty long. We should probably wrap it up. And maybe
if you want to talk, make it quick. I think I'm late for Noelle's science lesson.
Maybe chat with Sonan, Cora, and Vasco. Oh, so this is Mateo's room. Get out of the way. Alright, well, yeah, I should wrap it up here. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope that you enjoyed this, and if you have, please like, maybe comment, maybe share, maybe subscribe. New episodes every day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, US and Canada. I'm Cobalt Thorium, and I hope to catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.